Islam, then it is your duty to teach the people, because the masses of the Muslims, they are the people of the Qibla. Their hearts, they love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They may be confused on certain points. So instead of testing the people and putting them into a fitna and an imtihan, then teach the people what you know. Raise their level higher so they can worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and understand that He is above 7 heavens and is not down here amongst us flowing around like the mist and smoke in the air. Show them this instead of putting them under the test. But no, there are people throughout Islamic history, and it is happening to us today, instead of going into the usul, instead of thinking the best about other Muslims, they study ilm al-khilaf, the knowledge of debate, how to argue and debate and bring dalil in order to beat down another Muslim, to smash their organization, to defeat them. And in some cases they see it as their mission in life. And they wake up in the morning and say, who can we get today? Or at the end of the day, how many did I shoot down? How many? But they don't realize what they may be doing is namimah. They may be involved in scandal, because in most of the cases, did they go to that person? Did they sincerely give that person nasihah? Did they pray? Did they make dua for that person? Did they show sincerity to that person and try to help their brother or their sister to raise his or her level, instead of launching a campaign and destroying and scandalizing that individual? And the Prophet ﷺ said in a hadith reported in At-Tirmidhi, in this section of the hadith, the Prophet ﷺ has reported and given us, مَا ضَلَّ قَوْمٍ قَطْ بَعْدَ هُدَى إِلَّا أُوتُوا الْجَدَلِ, that people would not go astray after guidance. People would not go astray after guidance until they were given the ability to argue, until they had argumentation. After guidance, they came into argumentation and they went astray. And so it is a form of deception. It is a form of deception. And we have to look at this. Because remember the verse, لا تكونوا كالذين نسوا الله فأنساهم أنفسهم. أنساهم أنفسهم. Don't be as those who forgot Allah. He will make them forget themselves. They will forget the fact that Allah has said clearly, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. How many times have we read this? Some people have it over their doors as they attack other organizations. وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. It's an order. Be not divided. Hold on to the rope of Allah and be not divided. Just stop there. وَاذْكُرُوا نِعْمَةُ اللَّهِ عَلَيْكُمْ إِذْ كُنْتُمْ أَعْدَاءً فَأَلَّفَ بَيْنَ قُلُوبِكُمْ فَأَصْبَحْتُمْ بِنِعْمَتِهِ إِخْوَانًا. Remember the mercy that Allah had upon you. You were at the edge of the brink of a fire, and He brought your hearts together and made you brothers. And so believers are brothers. إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةً. We are supposed to be brothers and sisters. Even in your own family, you will find some people, you hate him, you dislike him, but he's your brother. If it comes down to it, people will say, well, that's my family, man. I don't like him, I disagree with him, but take your hands off him. That's my brother, man. Islam is supposed to go deeper than blood. But does it go really deeper than blood? Can I love another brother? He doesn't look like me, man. He doesn't talk like me. He eats different food than me. But he's a believer. He has the kalima in his heart. Can I love that brother or that sister to the level where I would give my life for them? Think about this, man. I would give my life, not give a few pence. I would give my life for that person. I would lay down everything Allah has given for a person who's totally different than me. That is the blessing of Islam. And this is what the shaitan, wa'iyadu billah, wants to take out of us. To keep us in a state of ghurur. What happens to us when we are in this state? Let us look at the hadith so often read. Again, it is Thawban radiallahu anhu. He has reported many important hadiths. That Thawban radiallahu anhu has reported, Yushiku, that the Prophet ﷺ has said, Yushik al-umamu an tada'a alaykum kama tada'a al-aklatu ila qas'atiha فقال قائل ومن قلة نحن يومئذ قال بل أنتم يومئذ كثير ولكنكم غثاء كغثاء السيل ولينزعن الله من صدور عدوكم المهابة منكم وليقذفن الله في قلوبكم الوهن فقال قائل يا رسول الله وما الوهن قال حب الدنيا وكراهية الموت. Many of us have read this verse, read this hadith, knowing it is in Abu Dawood, and it is Hasanun Sahih, that the Prophet ﷺ has reported, has informed us, the nations are about to call one another and descend upon you, just as those who are eating invite others in sharing their food. Look at it happening today. Get the Muslim world. Man. Which one do you want? Pounce on him. And we've seen it happening over and over and building up and building up. But somebody asked the messenger, Will it be that because we are few in number at that time? He said, no. At that time, you will be numerous. The nations are going to pounce upon you, but you are numerous. You have large numbers. Look at the Muslims now. We're over 25% of the earth's population. We're having babies. We're having so many babies in Canada, it was mind-boggling to them. We have a small population, but everybody else is taking the pill and tying their tubes and doing all types of things. And we're growing, man, and looking in the hospital as Muslim babies, Muslim babies. Numbers are coming. So this hadith, it has come to pass. There's Muslims all over the place. But what did he say? لَكِنَّكُمْ غُثَاء كَغُثَاءِ السَّيْلِ. You will be like the froth or the scum carried by the torrent. Hit it one way, if the stream goes to the right, all of the froth, it goes to the right. The stream goes to the left, it has no weight. There's large numbers everywhere, thousands of people making Salatul Eid. But what happens after Eid? Thousands of them. Ghusa ka ghusa as-sayl. Foam and just being sticks, carried along by the torrent. And then the Prophet ﷺ said, Allah will remove the fear of you from the hearts of your enemies. And He will place a weakness in your hearts. Then somebody asked the Messenger of Allah, what is this weakness? And he told them, حُبِّ الدُّنْيَا وَكَرَاهِيَةُ الْمَوْتِ. You will love the dunya. You will love it and you will hate to die. You will be afraid to meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so we need to consider this. And when we look at the concept of izzah, look at the concept of ghusa, and look at the concept of izzah, we find out that this concept, when we talk about ghusa as-sayl, that ghasa, it is also confusion. And this ghasayan, it's like somebody who's sick, nauseated. And this is the condition of many cases of the Muslim world. Like somebody who is nauseated, sick and confused, and you know just before a person vomits, like they're confused and not sure which way to go. It is a condition of ghafla, a condition of nisyan, that the izzah would be taken out. And what is the izzah? Izzah is an important term. It is not might that we destroy people, we bomb buildings, we kill and destroy. That's propaganda, man. That's propaganda. That's not what Muslims are. This is not about what this religion is. But you look, you know, in Africa, you want to see izzah? You come to South Africa and we take you and we show you the lion. You go to a set of lions. One day I went to a big game reserve, open. You drive along and these lions are living outside. And so this